Sagittarius. Sagittarians, I'm so sorry. My little sweet soul warriors. Okay, this is Tarot at the End of the Rainbow, Dragon Tarot, Everyday Witch Oracle, Star Dragons, Soul Oracle, and what is this? Something, Witch's Wisdom, I believe. Okay, so let's get this stuff out of the way. And we'll start. Okay. So, I'm not total no reversals today, or for your reading. Anyway, all right. So this is the Two of Swords, and you see there's a rainbow in the background, but if you'll look, she's got her hood down. Can you see that? And so she doesn't know which way to strike or if she should strike. So I think there's a wonder in the background for you, but you don't know. I think you're kind of stuck at this point in time. You really don't know what to do. But there is something very good for you if you can just raise up your hood and look, and then I believe you'll see this, and you can probably put your swords down. But at this point in time, there's something you don't know. You don't know exactly what to do. Okay? And this is the Eight of Wands. And the Eight of Wands is like, it's miraculous. It's everything from the universe. It's like Esther Hicks said, rockets of desire. They're coming back to you. What you've put out in the universe is coming back to you. And you see he's holding his hands out like, oh yes, this is what I want. It's not like something's going to hurt you. It's like, come on, come on. This is what I wanted. Come on. So the universe is giving you something. At this point in time, I don't think you really know exactly what to do, but that's okay. And this is basically the Hierophant. And the Hierophant is someone, you see they're bowing down to him, is someone who has a lot of knowledge. And they're a teacher or a way shower. But the thing about the Hierophant is they're very methodical. So they do things sort of like, if I can say this, sort of like by the book. It's not always by the book, but it's like, okay, you do this first, then you do this, and then you do this. This is the third step or whatever. So it is very methodical. But this person has a lot of knowledge, okay? So things are coming in for you. And this is what's coming in for you, a lot of knowledge. Because you kind of like, I don't know which way to go or what to do. And I think you are waiting on this, all of this to come in. Let's get a little further down in the reading and see what else it's telling us, okay? And again, these are, oh, this is beautiful for you. This is the, these are the Dragon Tarot. And I shuffled, and I really tried to shuffle quite a bit before the reading, so I don't have to take so much time out. And this is amazing, because this card, it's the universe. It means the world. You haven't known what to do. See that, again, the rainbow in the background? But the universe, the world is here for you. That means a new, it's like a total new start, but it also means you've gained a lot of power, a lot of intuition, a lot of knowledge to be able to control your world. And to have a new, you will have a new start, because everything you've learned has made you like a new person. Okay, and this is Six of Cups. And now, Six of Cups, you see all the little, I'll get a little closer here. You see all the cups in the background. And this person, this little dragon, although it doesn't really look like it, sometimes they're a little bit younger, but the Six of Cups, let me get one more card with it, and let's see what we're talking about now. This is the Queen of Wands. Wow. So if we put all three of these together, you've learned so much from everything you've been through, and that's how you can create your new world. Now, this card in between these two, this is telling me that there was a time when you were younger, when, you know, when we're children and stuff, we play and we laugh and whatever. So some people actually want to go back to that younger them, to not have so much stress on them, to not, and you hear adults say it all the time, boy, you know, when I was younger I had so much fun, then I grew up and had all this stuff to do. So, but this, I believe, is you. You're trying to get back from all of this stuff that you have learned and come through. You're trying to get back to like that person who has less stress, that person who is a freer person, okay? But it's through everything you've learned. And this card came out on top of this one, you see? They're two different decks, and this is like the universe is just bringing you everything you've asked for, all this information, and can be other stuff too. And it's like a freer time. You've learned, this is a spiritual reading. You've really learned a lot, and now you can create your universe, your world. Wow. This is a very spiritual reading, and this is usually stands for a spiritual card. It's spiritual knowledge. It's not like, okay, I fixed my car this way. It's spiritual knowledge. And this is the Queen of Wands. And now, any queen or king has worked their way up from the bottom. They didn't come by their royalty by inheriting it. They had to earn it. And so you have earned your station in life. Your, let me put it this way, your, I'm trying to think of the correct phrase. The frequency that you're at, you have worked your way up to that frequency through everything you've been through, and through really internalizing all of this, so that you now have control. But this is a very spiritual reading. Okay, so let's do which is everyday oracle. Let's see. Oh wow, this is fabulous. Okay, so this card is seasonal harvest, and you are harvesting. See, now the time of harvest has come. Everything's growing, and now she's reaping in all the harvest. Everything you've been through is now you've learned, and you're at a certain stage in your life. And always you see a familiar in the witch's cards, always means someone that helps you. It's an entity or a real person that helps you to accomplish your goals, to get to where you need to get. And also stands for loyalty and spirit being there with you. So you are now reaping everything you've worked for. And this, you've gotten to a level of spirituality that you actually wanted to achieve. And you're now starting to reap your rewards. you're being able to create the world you want. Beautiful. And this is affirmation of acceptance. Well, there you go again. She's accepting everything that she's gotten. She's worked. You can see she's got the book here. So she's worked through everything, and she's still studying. And now birds, in my opinion, and some people say different things, but they used to use pigeons a long time ago for messages. And to me, a crow is always a messenger. So it's like you're learning more and more things. And even if you've got stormy clouds behind you, she's not paying attention to any of that. There's still sunshine here. But she's riding on her broom, just going her way and reading and still learning. And all of this knowledge is coming in. And it also looks kind of like they're protecting her. They're flying above her, around her. So I think you do have, the Spirit always wants us to be happy. And if we can believe in it, they will take care of us. The problem is a lot of people don't believe it, so they don't get taken care of. It's like a wall that the universe can't work through. And I do believe this is a beautiful card for you. This is affirmations of positive change. Again, these are cards of change. This is a new world for you, you're creating a new life. You're reaping what you've learned now. Again, still studying, but that's what your goal in life, the main goal, let me put it that way, has been to achieve this spiritual freedom. But you see, she has taken off her old dress. So if I turn my iPad around a little, she's taken off her old dress, the old person she was, and now she's put on new clothing, and she's going toward a new adventure. And now, of course, there she always has her her familiar with her. Hold on, let me check my okay, I'm just checking my camera here, sorry. But also, I think you may be traveling. This is really amazing. And you see, let me look at this, sorry. There's a little mermaid down here. Can you see that? Little mermaid? So something amazing, something wonderful, new, that you never expected. And then you're just going, it looks like the boat is going, she's not rowing. The boat is going on its own, but it knows where it needs to go. She knows where she needs to go. Whether you're male or female, this card is definitely telling you that you're changing a new life for you. You are doing such a fabulous, just, you've got a whole new existence. But also, and I will say this again, I get the feeling some of you will be going somewhere. You may be changing state. If you're not in the United States, you may be changing countries. It may just be moving down the road, but and it may be going to where something you feel is more peaceful or more geared toward your spirituality. These are the Star Dragon, as I said, and I probably got them all upside down. I do. These are, oh my goodness. This is freedom. And this is breaking the chains. You have broken the chains of who you used to be. That is no longer holding you back. But you see, this the dragon, to me, that it says that he was small enough to fit into this little bitty castle. And when he broke the chains, he became the person he really wanted. He just became bigger than life. He became the person that he really wanted to be, he or she. The cards don't read gender, they just read energies. But this is on top of this, reaping the harvest, and then a new world. You're changing a new life. You were didn't know exactly which way to go, but you're learning that the rainbow is behind you. And it's strange because this one says you were kind of stuck or didn't exactly know which way to go, but then something has happened and brought in knowledge for you, and you've achieved that. Wow. Moving to a new life. This is fabulous. And this one is healing and restorative hope. And if you look, you can see the little, she sort of looks like a person with wings, but a dragon also. So you're healing from everything you've been through, but you're achieving your goals to go where you want to go. But I think at some point in time, sometimes you feel like, well, I'm kind of stuck. I need more info. I need more to get better, to get to where I want to be. But you are definitely changing your world. Definitely a spiritual reading. And this is grief and accepting loss. And you see the little person right there. This person is petting his dragon. Can you see that? It's like, finally, I've accepted the past. I've accepted what's gone on. For some of you, you have. For some of you, you still need to accept that a little bit more. You are achieving a spiritual height, but some of you, it's still kind of hard. Looking back is a problem. Where did I see this? Here it is. This is sometimes looking back to when you were younger, and sometimes it can be that you in this instance, I do think you look back, but I do think you want that freedom where you used to be when you were childlike. But the life that you had just has to be accepted and let go of. And sometimes I think it's very difficult for us as humans. Little things pop in our mind that happened a long time ago, and it's very difficult for us to get rid of. But the thing is, you are moving on. You still have some of those things popping up, there's no doubt, but you're moving on. And I think, again, I think you may be moving physically too. Now that is up to you. Okay, let me see. Here we go. Okay, let's see what we have. I'm trying to stay sort of in a certain time frame. Success and happiness are coming. Enjoy and celebrate life. So this is telling me it hasn't hit yet, but you are working on it, and it is coming. Your success, spiritual success, is what you are basically working toward, and it is coming. It's a beautiful card for you. See, the freedom, breaking loose, time to harvest, and then also new world. But, and I'm getting more and more from this reading, I think at this point in time, some of you have already crossed over more, but some of you feel a little stuck, okay? But this is all, you're working on it. This is a very, very spiritual reading, and look what you've got coming. Wow. And these are different decks, and I always like to point that out because they're all saying the same thing, but they're different decks, so you know it's a true reading. And this is a message is trying to reach you. Be vigilant. The spirit world wishes to find and touch you. Let me get this. See the messages from the crow. Rockets of desire are coming back to you. Everything, the spirit realm is trying to help you. They're doing everything they can to help you on your path. And I think sometimes you get a little discouraged and you think, well, you know, I need more answers. But we all get discouraged at some point in time. But I have a friend who said, when you get really discouraged and you're about ready to give up, that's when, right after that, that's when you get the answers. And I do believe she's right a lot of times. And sometimes when I do get an answer, I find that they've already given me the answer. I just haven't internalized it. I'll say, well, yeah, I knew that. But then I get it down onto a different level. And that's what Spirit's trying to do with you. I mean, you have all of these messengers around you. You have, right here, you also have this restoring hope, healing. And then, of course, we have, you know, wanting it to be all over, to be back like it used to be, or young, when you were younger, less stressed. And then you have all these rockets of desire coming back to you from the whole universe. Oh, it's just beautiful. Okay, it's the last card. Okay. And this is re-energize in the natural world. Let your inner hunter or huntress take rest. You've been hunting. Oh my gosh, the cards just don't lie. You've been hunting for answers and answers. Sometimes you just have to take a little rest. And you see, to me, it looks like she's looking toward the future. Of course she is. She's got her arrows and quiver, I guess you call it, on her back. But to me, it also looks like there's water here. I'm trying to see, but it may not be. It may just be mist. But still, to me, it's like you're getting ready to travel. She's looking toward another, something that she wants in the future, but also it looks like she's just getting ready to travel. I think you might have some travel in your future. And one more set of cards. All right. And this is, oh my goodness, look at this. Hearth, homecoming. You're coming back to who you really want to be. There's a really little card right here. Coming back to who your spirit truly is. It's really amazing. This is really a wonderful reading for y'all. Just really wonderful. And so you're coming back, the world, you're coming back, bringing your spirit back to who you really need to be. That's where your happiness is. And then this one is boundaries. And you see, it's a sword, and it's anthem. I never can pronounce that right, so please forgive me. But it just means a knife. A ceremonial knife is what it means. And it means it's there to cut away the stuff that you don't need. It's, you know, it does a lot of other things, or you know, magical people use it for different things, you know, some of their herbs and things like that. But it's basically to inscribe a boundary or cut some things loose. So here's the thing. This is telling you, make sure you set your boundaries. You have come so far and you are working, but even in your own mind, don't let your mind defeat you, nor things that you've learned a long time ago. You're working very hard, but just set those boundaries, even in your own mind. There's a lot of times my mind will say something stupid, and I'll say, I'm not going back there. I just refuse. That's not me anymore. It's an older person I used to be. This is the way I used to be. Everybody changes constantly. No one's the same they were 5 years ago because we have other things that we've learned in between. So if there's something that's derogatory for you, just let it go. It's in the past. So, but set your boundaries in your own mind. And if you have to set your boundaries with other people, do it. And this is, let's see if I can get it here. This is, what is that? I have no idea. Litha? Anyway, it's intensification. And you see, it looks like it's sort of like a Stonehenge place, and it's absolutely fabulous. But there's fire and action, and you see all the little sparkles in the starlight, and just magical things popping up out of here. And it's just intensify your search. Don't let go. Whatever you're trying to accomplish to reach another spiritual level, just don't give up. Just keep going, keep thinking. It will show for you. It will show up for you. All the little messengers that you've gotten here in the, let me go back and see if I can't find it. Yes, you have all the messengers here. You have the universe bringing you stuff back, knowledge. So this is just hang in there. Just keep your focus where you want to go. Don't give up. And I think a lot of you are at this is where you're at, but you want all of this to come to you. Spiritual knowledge. It's a craving in your heart. It truthfully is. But it's coming little by little. And if you look back to the way you were 5 years ago, 6 years ago, whatever, we can always see things that we've learned, a different person that we are now. So hang in there. I hope you maybe even snap a picture of this picture, because this is, just hang in there, and then you will achieve everything you want. But this is a very spiritual reading, a beautiful reading, and you are on the right path. And I do hope that this helps you, but just don't give up. Stay on the true path, and more and answers will come to you as you go along. But again, you may be moving somewhere. If not, you might even be moving next door, or another apartment or house, whatever. But I get the feeling that some of you are wanting to move somewhere it's possibly more in keeping with sort of your spiritual goals. So anyway, and maybe some of you are just wanting to fix a little place in your house where you can have a little meditation room or something. But I do love y'all. This is a beautiful reading for you. Do not forget. I know you're a little stuck right now, or a lot of you feel like you are, but trust me, you talking raising up the spiritual level, if you're talking going up higher and higher, you are. I just love y'all. This is such a beautiful reading. I will see you next time. I'm so happy. I love it when y'all get beautiful readings. See you next time, little soul warriors. Bye-bye.